Ooh, sorry. I mean, 4? Ugh. You know, I used to have a golf coach who was known on the PGA Tour for being a bit of a hothead. He would sing to kangaroos and even throw clubs sometimes. But he could hit a ball so straight and true it could make a grown man cry. And he gave me some advice that has always stayed with me, and to the extent that I've been able to follow it, my shots have been okay. So he told me that you need a pre-shot routine. And part of it would be, you know, to do a practice swing, and then you'd empty all the thoughts out of your head and then swing. And it works like a charm. In fact, seems kind of like magic, because it seems like there's no reason it would work. Well, being on camera, it's a lot like hitting the perfect golf shot, at least as far as the mental game is concerned. But there are some fundamental problems with this for people like you. Smart people think more than dull-witted people. Most of you are smart people, and you'd think that would be a good thing. Well, thinking can easily get in the way of being spontaneous. It makes you, you know, kind of tone it down because you don't want to look like a clown. So even though the key to being better on camera is to stop thinking, you're going to resist this with everything that's in you. So what's the answer? I'll tell you in a minute. I got to go change and give someone a Band-Aid. Hi, I'm Steve Washer with BrainyVideo.com, and some people think that just being yourself is all that you need to be on camera. After all, 60 trillion YouTube videos full of people being themselves can't be wrong, right? Well, wrong. Because 59,999,000,000,000 of them are only there to give YouTube enough scale to give their upper management, you know, those fat salaries and executive perks. They aren't doing anything for their creators. So, if you want to get some traction in your market with your videos, you have to do it one of two ways. Either be so bad that you become meme of the week, or earn it by being really, really good. May I suggest you try earning it? The other way is uncertain at best. Fortunately, it isn't very hard to earn it. We just have to know the right things to do and then quiet the mind so those things have a chance to work. This is a simple 3-step program. The first step is mindset. When you stand in front of the camera, you can do it for the money, you can do it for the show, but if you do it for the passion, then you go, go, go. In other words, want to bring this kind of transformation to your audience, for your audience. This is the best possible thing for you because it immediately takes you out of yourself. When your focus is on other people, you have no time to waste on your ego. You're just trying to help. Best of all, your own critic, that most destructive force in the entire universe, is neutered. I could say that more graphically, but there are ladies present. So that's the first step. Get your motivation right, and 50% of your anxiety lifts. Now, the second thing is to be prepared. Now, there are those who say, wing it. You know your stuff. You know your stuff. So why are you so worried? Well, I think it's precisely because you know your stuff that you don't want to go tripping over your own words trying to deliver it. A lot of people are great on stage in front of a big audience, but, you know, just hit that little red button on the camera and they go like all robot man. So to alleviate that source of stress, it's best to be prepared. Being prepared can come in many forms. If it makes you more comfortable to deliver the script word for word, you may want to use a teleprompter. I do that frequently. Or your script may be short enough that you can just memorize it. That's a great way to go as well. Or maybe you like to just have a few notes in front of you to refer to. It's perfectly fine to hold some index cards to make sure you stay on track. I mean, no one's going to hold that against you. And if they do, so what? I mean, it's not like people are looking for an actor. They're looking for someone who cares and can give them the result that they seek. So being prepared also means being rehearsed in most cases. Like when using the teleprompter, I'll always run through my script at least once to make sure that my lines have actually been written the way I would talk, so I don't sound like I'm reading. Because even if you memorized your script, if you don't sound like a person talking rather than a person writing, you'll still come off like you're reading from a teleprompter, even if you aren't. So that's the second part, be prepared. Finally, You have to take that last step and shift your dominant brain into the right hemisphere, the creative, intuitive side. And the simplest way to do this is to make a radical change in your body and your voice, like the golfer's pre-shot routine. You know, they set the ball down the same way. They line up the shot the same way. They back up and then they move forward the same way. It's like a ritual, and this begins to move the brain to a different place. The key, though, is to get physical. You know, jump up and down, make horse noises, yell, laugh, smile, make a fist, reach for the sky, say, yeah, baby! You'll feel silly. I mean, you know, that's the ego. So just keep doing it until you don't feel silly anymore. Now you're in right brain mode. Now you're ready to go. And this also gives you way more energy. Did you know that every camera comes with a free energy sucking filter, and we all take it just because it's free? So you need at least 2 or 3 times the energy as you do in real life to effectively be on camera. And if you do the things I just talked about, your enthusiasm will carry you through. Enthusiasm is important. Now, it doesn't have to be over-the-top crazy talk. It just needs to be from the heart. You know, enthusiasm literally means possessed by God. Kind of hard to resist that energy, I expect. Now, the way to tie all this stuff together is to practice. Tiger Woods didn't get to be a great golfer just by thinking about it. And the same is true for being on camera. So if you follow just these 3 simple steps, mindset, preparation, and getting physical, your on-camera work will be transformed. Your nervousness will go down to the point you might actually enjoy being on camera. Your energy will be infectious, and your work will be communicated in a way that actually gets results. I hope you found this helpful. And if you want to learn more about how to do all this stuff, click on the link below for a startling lesson in who actually shows up in your head when you're on camera. For better and better shots, I'm Steve Washer with BrainyVideo.com.